I will never copyright a reaction channel. I will never, ever strike down a compilation of me because I don't care.
Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back. I'm on a roll recently with these videos. So, yeah, nothing really new with me. I'm excited to get back to this. So, short intro this time as opposed to my last video having a 4-minute intro. Let's just get right into it. This is a shorter video. Let's try to keep it a shorter video. It's about 15 minutes long, it looks like. So maybe we'll get out of here in an hour. What do you think? Just a tight 60. Um, okay, this video is called I Have Bad News, bar weigh-in episode 2. And the thumbnail is pretty funny. Hey, at the end of the day, Amberlynn is a YouTuber. She knows what she's doing, okay? So perfect. Let's get right into it.
Hello, welcome to a new weigh-in video.
Hi.
So this weigh-in video is gonna be very different than the usual because I also have very...
The usual? Are you referring to the one video we got last week? Episode 1?
bad news. So it took me a while to like really process this, but like I don't want to lose weight. I don't want to be a YouTuber. Thankfully.
Right. When did she post this? Hold on, I have to look. 2 days ago. 2 days ago was the... Is this a April Fool's? Is this an April Fool's video? Wait.
I have a job lined up, so...
Oh, yeah. Wait, but April 1st was not 2 days ago. Did she film an April Fool's video and post it after April Fool's? I should have known. Like, I mean, okay, wait, let's see. Who knows? Maybe she's fully given up. I mean, we already know she's fully given up, but I mean, to what extent?
We're good. Like, I did the interview. It was hecticana. I was so nervous, but I did get the job. I started yesterday.
Look at her face. Look at her face. You liar. No, the fuck you didn't. Okay. Oh, did any of you guys do anything harmless little pranks for April Fools? Put it down in the comments. I want to know. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything, and I was like mid-work day and didn't have the brain power to prank my partner in any sort of way. So, yeah. What did you guys do? This has got to be an April Fool's thing, right?
It was okay. It was different. Like, having to take an Uber to work every day is definitely gonna suck, but that's okay. And it was an Uber XL, so I won't be suing Uber because the person was like, hop right in.
Okay. She's so fucking unfunny. I'm sorry. Now, look, if that's your cup of tea, period. But me, I have some high-level humor, okay? I'm fucking joking. I'm fucking joking. But I can't. Not another heartfelt goodbye video. I haven't emotionally recovered from the other 57 of them on her channel. Also, like, assuming this is a joke because your acting skills are so shit, you saying you don't want to lose weight or be a YouTuber anymore, like, girl. And that's different from the last 5 years. How exactly?
They didn't seem to judge me, so There's no suing Uber over here. And it's like, now that I know that there's Uber XLs, it's like, I don't need to lose weight. Like, I have a job that I get to go to every single day.
Okay. This is just so fucking annoying. The fact that she's like, oh, I'll just joke about it. I'll just, like, I feel like her weight situation is so dire that this is the equivalent of like joking about her cancer, but she wouldn't have that. Oh, no, 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 no. She will not have that. But we can joke about the other thing that's killing her, right? That's okay, right?
I get to be myself. I don't have to count calories or points or worry. I can just be me.
Girl, you say you're yeah, you're quitting YouTube, you're quitting calorie counting and weight loss. Girl, the only things you successfully quit is dieting and looking for rarity. Too soon? No, but for real, where the fuck is your cat? Oh my God, you guys would love my PC. So, for whatever reason, when we built it, my friend's boyfriend literally builds jets. And I was like, okay, help me build this computer. I technically put some things together for it, but anyway, it's like all white. Oh, I have the CPU cooler, the Kraken one, so I have like a cute little gif of my my a very horny gif of my one of my favorite bands. But one of the lead singer of my favorite band. And then I have two cats sitting in my PC looking up at the CPU cooler of this shirtless man. It's like the most straight shit I've ever said in my life. Can you imagine it? You guys know I'm really bad at explaining shit. Yeah, I already did a reveal on my last video that I am indeed a cat person. So we'll move on.
And just live the rest of my life off the internet. And I'm deleting all my social medias. I'm deleting Instagram. I'm deleting TikTok. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be different. And I'm gonna go in seclusion. And the only people that I'm going to talk to are the people that I either meet at my job or my mom. And I'm just done with it all.
That sounds great. This sounds like a really, actually, oh, look at that shit-eating grin on her fucking face. Look, I will say, and I'm going to keep giving her props for it, the middle part eats. The middle part eats, queen. It slims your face. It slims your body. It suits your long hair. It makes it look cleaner and sleeker. I know you've been straightening it recently, but the middle part eats. If you listen, because I know you're listening. The middle part eats. Stop with that deep side part shit. It makes you look dirty. Okay, moving on.
You guys. I'm joking. April Fools.
Okay. Girl, even if you were being for real, you're really hitting us with that I'm deleting social media like you haven't said that 45 million times before with tears in your eyes and a mukbang fork in your hand. Okay, so the fuck, nothing's new here. And honestly, if it weren't for your to-be acting, this prank would be believable because this is your real life storyline every 3 months. Damn, I am eating her up today. Okay.
Today is April 1st for me. I don't know if I've ever...
So she did post this after April 1st. Of course she did. The fuck?
I've done an April Fool's joke on YouTube before. I mean, for you guys, it's the 2nd, because that's when this video is going to go up. But I mean, some of you might watch it on the 3rd or 4th or 5th, and you're going to be so confused. Today is April 1st. That was an April Fool's joke. I am joking. I am not leaving YouTube. I am here to lose weight. I am here to entertain you all. Oh my God, April Fools. I hope I didn't scare anybody.
You didn't, babe. In fact, you know, as unfunny as it was, I'm glad to hear from the horse's mouth that you are here to lose weight, because that's a first for me. That's a first for me. You promise?
Holy. So please don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. So let's get into this video. I just want to start off by saying the no diet is out the door. This is a huge reset.
Thank God. Jeez. I mean, I knew it was only a matter of time before she quit and tried to switch it up. I mean, this is what she does, right? We're not idiots. But thank God it happened so soon, because you know what it probably is? She probably stepped on that scale, saw the number go up, and was like, oof. Okay. So I gotta actually eat less? I have to, maybe I should eat less to lose weight. Okay.
And we're completely starting over. So before I get into my 5 questions, I do want to say something that happened in my last weigh-in video when I was talking about how semaglutide is not FDA approved. People were like, Amberlynn, semaglutide is Ozempic. So yes, duh. I am fully aware of that. I have mentioned that ad nauseum in past videos.
Ad nauseum. Oh my God, you know what we need to do? We need to fucking, I'm not going to beat the Jordy allegations for this. But we need to make a notes app of things she needs to stop saying. So far we have my fluids. Ugh. Shiver me fucking timbers, dude. I always get that shiver down my spine every time I sit in front of this mic. My fluids. My fluids, my blood rags. That was one of them. And now, what did she just say? Oh, ad nauseum. Where should I make the notes? I'll have to make one. I'll have to figure out how to make one on, how do I do it on, okay, let's not do all this right now. Let's not do all this. I can't do this right now. Okay, let's just move on.
While taking semaglutide. But what I am talking about is compounded semaglutide. That is not FDA approved. That is actually the opposite of FDA approved. The FDA is actually like, you guys need to be aware because some of this is very unsafe. So I'm sorry I didn't say compounded semaglutide in my last weigh-in, but I thought everyone knew what I was talking about because I've only ever taken compounded semaglutide.
She's out here lecturing us about compounded semaglutide like she didn't just call it semaglutide last week. Like, sorry I didn't say compounded. Like, you didn't say semaglutide, but I digress.
I sit here and I say that I'm taking semaglutide. It's because it's compounded. All right, let's get into the 5.
Imagine being so chronically online and you're still not saying things right.
Questions. Do you still spend $3,000 on takeout like you used to? No, I don't, because I am now a single girly. That's just me. So when I was spending $3,000 on takeout, it was also because I was in a relationship with Beck. We both would have takeout multiple times a day.
Why are we bringing up Beck? No, not the fuck. That's tea and that's shade, babe. That's tea and that's shade. Also, wait, why is she schooling us on FDA guidelines while she's surviving off of Walmart snack food trays? Okay. I'm not over that yet. Like, does she even, why is like that her, is that her, what the fuck? Hello? Is anyone home? Is that her, like, oh my God. Are those her I think what I'm trying to say is, are those like her standards? Whatever the FDA says? Because, oh, girly. Oh, girly. Do you have a big storm coming? Um, yeah, okay. She's giving TED Talk energy with like Dollar Tree knowledge.
So I was also spending money on takeout for that.
Oh my god. Ugh, back to blaming Beck. Okay. That's just disgusting. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that.
So now it's like cut in half. So now, yeah, I probably spend over 1,000 on takeout a month. I do. But with my goal to actually have less takeout, I will be obviously saving money on that. But no, I haven't spent 3,000 a month on takeout in years.
I'm gonna need to see the bank account. I'm gonna need to see the statements. Ma'am. Also, she seems to be like in such a good mood today. You're trying to tell me she's not talking to another girl? She doesn't have a boo thing? This woman is so codependent. Like, I can't imagine she can even. No! No! I don't believe you. Who is your girlfriend? And where'd you meet her? Okay. What the fuck were we talking about? Also, $1,000 on takeout alone? As a single girly? I know Uber Eats got you in their top 8 like it's 2007 MySpace. She gets that yearly wrapped. She said $1,000 on takeout like it's quirky, not deeply concerning. Jesus.
Is you getting cancer really related to?
Also, this girl is single-handedly keeping 5 DoorDash drivers in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, employed. Okay? Her local economy is thriving. Yes, girl. Am I being too mean today? Am I being too mean today? I just can't. Especially when she comes on this app and she's like all smug and like in a good mood and joking about her fucking weight. Hello? Shit, my mouse is dying. Damn it. Okay, hold on, you guys. Because I don't want to be making cuts and stuff. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, okay, let's just move on. Oh, yeah, am I being too mean? Okay, whatever.
Your weight? Yes, it is. Because me being so morbidly obese, I always had irregular menstrual cycles. So I would go months and months without a period. And then randomly, I would like bleed for a month straight. And it was like that ever since I got a period.
Jesus. Nothing says lighthearted prank video like pivoting into uterine trauma in like 0.2 seconds. April Fools! Okay.
And when I first got my period, I was 12 years old. From that point on, there was never a regular cycle for me. For me, irregular was normal. Irregular was my regular, if that makes sense. But as a female, you are supposed to shed your lining.
Okay. Okay. I don't need this. I don't need this talk. I know how my lining sheds. What I was gonna say was, I had irregular periods throughout my teenage years, and so it kind of became normal. But bleeding for like months on end is not a irregular period, baby girl. That's a cancer symptom. How could you have known? Because that's not a period. You're bleeding abnormally. Like, hello? If I was bleeding for like months straight, I would not be like, oh, it's just my period. It won't go away. I'd be like, I'm bleeding internally. Like, I am not okay. See, that's how you and I are different, Amberlynn.
every single month. And when that wasn't happening, the lining was just constantly building up. Constant, constant, constant. So my uterine wall was getting extremely thick of lining that I should have been losing. Eventually, cancer cells got into the lining of my uterus.
Ooh. She says her uterine lining was thick, like it was a flex. No. Ugh.
And bam, I got cancer. And when I went into the emergency D&C where they biopsied my uterine wall, they told me afterwards, they were like, damn girl, that was thick. They didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean.
What the fuck? Ew. Gross. I'm almost like gobsmacked at that. Ugh. Like I said, that's not a flex, and this is not the time, babe. Okay? She's sick. What the fuck is wrong with her?
Lot of women.
We're joking about weight. Oh, and a little joke in there about having a thick uterus. Okay.
Women my size get uterine cancer. No matter what size you are, you can get it. So my advice to you, and my advice has always been, because of my experience, go to the gyno. I know sometimes it's scary. I know it can make you anxious, because that is how I felt for the longest. There is more like...
Okay, when's the last time you went to the gyno? I'll go if you go. The fuck? Be so fucking for real right now. Oh my god, I'm just talking in brain rot today. Help. Y'all are gonna be like, this is how you always sound. You know what? I'm a lot more similar to Amberlynn than I like to admit. Because she always goes on her videos and she's like, sorry, I look like this. I need to put my earrings on, or I need to do my makeup or my hair or whatever. And she looks the fucking same every time. Probably like, I probably come on this mic and I'm like, oh, I just can't think straight today. I sound fucking stupid. And y'all are like, you always fucking sound like that. Okay. All right.
Like deeper things behind that, because I have gone through SA in my life. I know this is like going...
Oh my god. Okay. Only because she brought it up will I talk about it. I touched on this a little bit in my last video. I don't want to come out and be like, she's a liar, because how would I know? However, let me just say again, like, my thoughts, right? It's odd to me, just knowing Amberlynn based off of the 10 plus years of information she has overshared with us on the internet. I'm hesitant to think that she wouldn't have already told us about this. There's a million things that you... Sorry, I know I keep like talking and pausing. Brain don't work. Obviously, there's so many things she would say to that, like trauma, like I'm going through therapy, it's blah, blah, blah. I blocked it out. That's none of your business. That this is deeply traumatic, blah, blah. I get that, but I'm just speculating, okay? I can see a possibility where she was watching My 600-Pound Life and put two and two together because she mentioned My 600-Pound Life and how a lot of them get the way that they are because they were SA'd when they were younger. I don't know. I'm just saying the timing is interesting. Y'all saw that comment on my last video that I shared, or a couple videos ago that I shared on my last video, of someone that was like, I think she probably saw your video. And look, I know that's far-fetched. I'm a small channel. I don't get a ton of views. However, did have a few videos that got over like 1,000 views, and she does watch smaller reaction channels. So it's interesting to me that she brought it up a couple videos ago, and now she's bringing it up again. So is this like new lore actually entering the cycle or just a new lie or a new fabrication to the story. Because it's something that can't be proven, right? So, I mean, whatever. Not that she needs to prove that. I'm just speculating. I just find it to be odd. Destroy me in the comments if that upsets you. Have I offended you? Anybody out there? Because here's the thing. I'm not talking about people who are essayed in general and how they might react and how they might hide things or reveal things or whatever. I'm talking about specifically Amberlynn. Okay? She's like her own species of people. Okay? Specifically Amberlynn. All right, let's see what she has to say.
Not a whole different thing, but I know that's like a big fear for me. And having a stranger look at that area and feel that area is it feels demeaning. And I know it's scary. But
Okay. I mean, if my speculation has any sort of validity to it, and look, I mean, it is a possibility, right? Like, that what I'm speculating is true, that she's not being truthful about this. That is so disgusting. That is a disgusting thing to lie about. I don't know. I'm feeling really weird about this new information she shared.
I have learned based on my experience, it's something we need to do as females. How do you feel?
So, okay, when's the last time you've been to the gyno? The fuck? Oh, I don't like when we get super serious, you guys. And by the way, I didn't even bat an eye when she first revealed that. I like believed her right away. Okay, so I'm not saying that I'm not one of them. Okay, I do believe people when they come out and they share their experience. But again, this is Amberlynn. Let's move on.
When people say that the snack plates you have on live stream is you binging. I didn't even know people were saying that, which is kind of crazy because it's literally just like some veggies with like some dip and like I had like little pretzels. Like I guess I could show you guys here real quick. All right. They're like these balls.
What the fuck is that?
Whoa. That is not a binge. That is a
Ugh. Gross. Those plates look like she walked through a 7-Eleven with her eyes closed and a toddler's budget. Can we go back?
Like I guess I could show you guys here real quick. All right. They're like these balls. Whoa. Yeah. That is not a binge. That is a snack. At most, it's like 400 calories. Some could even consider that a meal, but that is not a binge. When I live stream, I don't eat for hours and hours prior to the live stream. So then when I'm actually finally doing the live stream, I'm like, damn, I'm getting hungry.
Okay. She said, I starve all day and then I eat 400 calories on live and call it not a binge. She's a fasting queen. Then you should be skinnier. I have high hopes for this weigh-in fasting queen. Oh God, sorry y'all. I had to unplug my keyboard to plug in my mouse because it died, and I keep clicking the space bar to unpause. And I have to click now. So
that live stream moment for me, yeah, I like to have a snack. That is not a binge whatsoever. Does the hate online?
Yeah, okay. This girl's idea of portion control is whether or not the food fits on her lap, for real. Okay, wait. Am I being too mean?
Affect your weight. I have always turned to food for comfort. And sometimes the hate online like makes me anxious or it makes me depressed or it makes me feel all of these horrific feelings. So I want to turn to things for comfort. And my thing that I like to turn to is food. That has been literally what I have done. I have put myself in survival mode ever since I was a little.
Okay, I mean, look, I can see how you might think that, like, for instance, this video is hate, but really it's just constructive criticism, babe. It's my opinion. Again, I feel like a normal person, like, if I opened up my YouTube video and I went into the comments and everybody was saying sort of the same things, my first reaction wouldn't be that this is like the hater train, that they just like are out to get me, that they're invalid. I'd be like, oh fuck. Maybe I should like look into this. Maybe I should consider what people are saying if so many people are saying it. The fuck? Lots of the fucks today. I apologize, you guys. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm just compounded. I'm compounded. Okay. God, I did it again.
Little tiny girl where I would turn to food when I felt scared or depressed, whatever it may be. So sometimes the hate online can absolutely trigger the way that I eat, for sure. But that's because I don't know how to like stop that. Like it.
She acts like people calling her out is what triggers her to eat, and not the Uber Eats app giving her weekly milestones. Like, turn off the notifications, babe. No, you need to just delete it. You just need to get like a Nokia. Let's go back to flip phones, babe. Let's get you a razor, a pink razor, and an iPad. We'll get you an iPad. But like we can like kids lock it, so we'll put like a timer on it or something. You think after a decade of haters make me binge, she'd try just logging off, but instead she just logs right onto that Uber Eats app. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Is so hard. Like emotional eating is like sometimes the only thing that helps me feel better. And in return, if I'm emotional eating or overeating because of these things, then yes, that affects my weight. How much would inpatient cost you? Anywhere between 100,000 to $250,000. That's why when people are like, Amberlynn, get inpatient, and they throw it at me like it's as easy as to like buy an apple and like eat it. I'm sorry, I don't have $250,000 to just throw it inpatient. I don't, and the insurance I have will not cover inpatient.
Okay, get better insurance. Find a cheaper option. First of all, I'm not Googling it because I just simply don't give a fuck. So I don't know if that's actually accurate. Obviously, I'm sure there's inpatients that goes up to the millions. But there's no way. So you've done proper research on this, babe? Ugh. You drop hundreds of dollars on crock charms and journals and want to talk about budgeting? And wanted to You want me to believe you can't afford inpatient, but you spend thousands of dollars on Legos and rotisserie chickens, babe?
And even if it did, I would still have to pay probably upwards to 80,000, and I just don't have that. All right, you guys, now
Unacceptable. Why the hell don't you have that? What the fuck are you doing with your money? Y'all have to remember, she's not making regular people money. Like, I was going to expose how much I make. It's not a lot, but I don't want to give a number for anyone to like use that against me. Though you couldn't, because I'm telling you, it's not about me. Okay. It's not about me.
let's get into the weigh-in, talk about how my week went, talk about my goals.
I live paycheck to paycheck and my expenses are low. They're high, but they're low.
Did I succeed in them? And talk about new goals. This no diet.
It's not about me. What is she talking about?
Bullshit has been horrible. I literally tried for like 2 days. It was like 2 random days. And then for the rest of the week, like I just was over it. Honestly, something massively triggered me. It was the whole neck cancer situation. And
oh my God. Okay. First of all, you quit what? Like, what is the no diet diet? How can you quit something you didn't even fucking start? Like, what even is that? I thought you weren't going on a diet. How can you quit? Like, you didn't even really have any rules for it. So I'm confused. And why are we back to blaming Beck? with the whole cancer thing. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, in a weird headspace, and I just wanted to eat everything. Again, that goes with like me not being able to like regulate my emotions and the emotional eating, but I'm just here to be honest. It happened, and this is a whole reset, okay? Act like last week really didn't even happen.
New start. New start. I love a new start. New week, new start. Because then we get to do a last hurrah on Sunday. Pig out, go to the Denny's, go to the Cheesecake Factory, and then on Monday it's go time. I'm excited to see what her new diet is, though. I'm hoping she gets into that. Oh, I did it again.
So I'm gonna stop this whole no diet bullshit, and I'm going on a diet because
it is bullshit. It is bullshit. The fuck?
I am going to die.
I'm sorry for the defugs. I say it ironically, by the way, but now I'm just pretty much saying it. For real.
Die in a few years if I do not take this seriously now. When my mom was taking me grocery shopping, no diet bullshit, and I'm going on a diet because I am going to die in a few years if I do not take this seriously now.
Yeah. Did you just remind yourself of that?
When my mom was taking me grocery shopping, actually, she was like, do you want to stop and get an ice cream cone? And that's something her and I would do frequently. And I literally said no. I was shocked that I said no. I think my mom was shocked that I said no. And no truer words escaped my mouth than in that moment. I literally looked at her and I said, Mom, if I do not lose weight now, I will not be here in a few years. It kind of like left the car silent, I'm not gonna lie, because it was kind of heavy. That's kind of a heavy thing to...
Why the fuck would you put that on your mother like that? Oh my God.
Say to your mom. And it's weird because I know my mom really wanted the ice cream cone and she wasn't gonna get one unless I was gonna get one. So then it made me feel...
Your mom's gonna live. She's a grown fucking woman and she can see how big you are. The fuck? Shit. Okay. It's just who I am. Accept it. What the hell? What the hell is wrong with her? God. She gets this sick satisfaction out of making her mom feel guilty and just fucking horrible about herself for how she had treated Amberlynn in the past and trying to bring that into the present. Jesus. Because if she would have caught you a few hours earlier, you probably would have gotten it. How's that her fault? You probably would have said yes. Ugh. I hate this bitch. Go on.
Guilty, and I felt bad because I know she was looking forward to it. So then after like grocery shopping was over and like I was just like chilling, it was like hours later, I'm just like sitting at home. I ended up messaging my mom and I was like, I'm kind of craving that ice cream cone now, wink wink. Like, I'm sorry we didn't get one. And my mom was like, no, I'm glad because not only did you stay on track, but you helped me stay on track.
What the fuck? See, later that fatty mentality kicked in. You wanted that ice cream cone. Yup. And that's not very easy to DoorDash, huh? I bet you were regretting it. Only you. Imagine feeling guilty for not eating something. Only in the Amberverse. What the fuck? Like, thank God your mom is understanding. Because, but I'm sure that, I mean, but you still, I'm sure she still didn't fucking feel good about that. Shame, probably. Because here's the thing. Usually when there's someone as big as you, Amberlynn, there's an enabler. I don't know. I think your mom is an enabler on some level. Because you guys are always going out to eat and shit. But it's hard. I don't want to put that on her. She's had her own journey and whatnot. With her own addiction and stuff. And you're kind of a monster. So, I don't know.
So I stopped feeling so guilty. That's stupid to feel guilty over like an ice cream cone, but I was feeling guilty because I knew she really wanted one. I know that's like really stupid, but yeah, it's just like no truer words have been spoken. It's like reality. Like,
Yeah, you feel bad because you were a bitch about it. Because all you had to do was say, you know, um, I'll get something else. I don't really want an ice cream cone right now, but yeah, let's go. I'll get something else. I'll get like a sorbet, or I'll get like, you know, or whatever. Like there were nicer ways to go about that, but instead you made it weird. You made your mom feel guilty and like she was an enabler. And she was responsible for your weight.
if I keep being the size, I'm not going to like live much longer. I'm just not. And I know that's gruesome, but it's like actual reality.
Who are you trying to convince? We've been saying this. We've been saying this. Oh my God. Help. I've been screaming into my mic in my closet about this. People have been saying this to you for fucking years. What is different now? What is it? What changed, Amberlynn? I mean, maybe it was Wipegate. You know, once that visual hit the internet, I mean, there's really no coming back from that. You might as well lose the weight, you know? And then we can all laugh about this in the future. We just got to wait till that thing clicks, right? We just got to wait until it clicks.
So I'm going to be doing something more structured. I'm going to be counting calories. Yes, I am. I'm going to be using the app Noom, which
Hasn't she done Noom before? Am I out of my mind?
I've already started and logged, put in my weight, da, da, da. They have lessons on there like that teaches you the psychology behind like why we eat and teaches you tricks. Like it has so many like mini lessons. It teaches you about nutrition, etc., etc. Like it's honestly such a cool and fascinating app because like I'm sitting over here doing lessons. I'm like doing all the extra credit lessons and I'm just like learning all types of stuff, but it's a lot of knowledge that I already know.
Right, because she's a nutritionist. Nobody knows diet and food like her, okay? Because she's been dieting for over a decade, okay? Put some respect on her name.
But it's nice to have that like extra support. So the calories for it, it wants me to eat anywhere between 2,600 to like 3,200. And that's kind of hectic in my opinion. I'm not
Yeah. Yeah. I say we go 1,200 like Dr. Now does for his patients. 1,200 is the minimum that he can legally say.
going to be going anywhere near the 3,000s because I have such a messed up metabolism due to like yo-yo dieting. Plus I went through menopause at the age of like 30. Like, are we joking? Plus the lymphedema and the lymphedema. Like I lose weight differently. Like I'm not gonna lose weight the same as another person who weighs the same amount as me.
Okay, so we're already not listening to what the app said. Okay. Look, I sort of don't agree also, but let's first try to commit to something. Let's try a little consistency first. And then we can start decreasing the calories. Cuz right now you have no structure to what you eat. You eat as many calories as you want every day. Here's the reality. She's maintaining her fucking weight right now. She's eating like 5,000 calories a day, probably. Hey Siri, how many calories do you have to eat in a day to I hate when she does that. Oh, did y'all hear that? My partner says that I need to like work on my anger whenever she does that cuz it really makes me mad when I say that and she goes, "Huh?" while I'm speaking. And then my partner, he's always like, "You just need to wait until she says it." How many? I'm just going to Google it. How many calories to maintain 520 pounds. Generating. Damn! To maintain a weight of 520 pounds, you likely need to consume around 3,800 to 4,600 calories per day. Yeah. Well, obviously, depending on your activity level, but I mean, walking to the car and back a few times a week doesn't count. So, I'm not even going to get close to the 3,000s. Well, you are now. So let's just start somewhere. I can't believe she's already not listening to the program she picked. I mean, I can believe it. She always does this. One of the last times she did Weight Watchers, they gave you too many points. I don't like how
It's like, that's not realistic. That's not reality. We're all different. We all have our own different metabolic rates. So that means I really am just
okay, metabolic rates.
gonna aim for like the lower ball there. I'm gonna be aiming
Ew.
rates. So that means I really am just gonna aim for like the lower ball.
Sorry, y'all. Oh shit, my keyboard. Hold on. I like that face. Actually, you know what? I just need to remember this. Actually, let me just do this. I like to get the screenshots on my phone because they seem to be so blurry on here, but I see a thumbnail coming. Ew. Ew!
There.
That was gross. Ooh. Okay, I'll get the other one with her tongue coming out. Why did she do that? Ew.
I'm gonna be aiming for like the 2,600. And I know even then that's a little rocky and a little iffy because even at 2,600, like there have been times where I would gain weight from that.
Because you're weighing yourself every day, sometimes multiple times per day. The fuck? When I do that, I fluctuate like over a few pounds. You can't do that.
So I'm just gonna stick to it though. With Noom, they want you to weigh yourself daily.
Wonderful. Yeah, that'll work. Why did she choose Noom? Just curious. Because did she know that before she chose this program? Didn't she just get done saying that weighing herself daily is bad for her? Because the second she sees like 0.2 pounds higher or a pound higher, she just gets discouraged. That could be literally for you like a burp. That could be a sneeze for you, Ambi. Even for me, like I try to just weigh myself once a week. Sometimes I'll do more just because, well, recently I've been doing more just because I'm getting a little frustrated. I've been plateauing for a while. But yeah, weighing myself more frequently never does anything good for my mental health. You know better. What are we doing? What do they say? What is the quote? Oh my God, am I an idiot? Is it Albert Einstein or am I stupid? That's not Albert Einstein. Doing something. I'm the real fucking idiot. Insanity is doing something. Sanity is doing something over and over and expecting a different result. Is that what it is? Yes, it was. Oh my God. It was, first of all, it's exactly what I said. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And it was Albert Einstein. Oh my God, I'm so smart. Okay. Yeah, no, literally. Ambi, Mr. Einstein has something to tell you. And you're not going to like it.
Because they believe, and they've seen studies, where if you weigh yourself daily, you're more likely to succeed. And I do believe that as well.
What? Since when? What has changed? You don't believe that? What's happening? I'm scared. Is this the April Fool's joke? Did she get me? Is she gonna say psych at the end of all this?
I also want to talk about something else I said last week when I said I don't have an ideal goal weight, which that still stands. I have.
Why? Please. Please just give us a number. 5 pounds this week, please.
I have no idea what that looks like, but I do want to have like mini goals, something obtainable that I can reach, and they're not like these gigantic.
That's what a goal is. You're never supposed to set goals that are not necessarily manageable or feasible for you in like a decent amount of time. I mean, you can, but there's a whole theory and a whole like movement behind setting attainable goals. And then you just set a new goal once you meet that one, and then you set a new goal. The whole idea is that when you set a goal that is unattainable, or you know, there's a lot of gap in between there before you get to set goal. A lot of stuff you have to do in the meantime before you get to set goal, then you're not going to meet that goal. Like, so what's your goal, babe? Just spit it out.
Goals, because then I feel overwhelmed and I give up, etc., etc. So as you guys know, my highest weight is 572.4. So regardless of when that happened, it doesn't matter, but I think it would be a cool concept to like lose 100 pounds from that point.
Are you fucking kidding me? You weighed 572.4, whatever the fuck you just said, in 2019. 6 years ago. Fuck you. Ew. Ew. You can't do, sure, you know what, fine. But that means you only have to, I mean, what is she now? I mean, I don't know because she hasn't told us her current weight, but I'm pretty sure last time she was 519. So what was it before? I think she said 572. 53. Okay. So she just has to, oh my God, quick maths. So basically she wants to lose 47 pounds and then be able to say she lost 100 pounds. Denied. Next.
So my first mini goal is simply just be 472.4. So it's just 100 pounds away from that point. So then once I reach that goal, I will then create another small goal. So speaking of goals, so for the 2 goals that I had last week, first one was drink 2 water bottles a day. That was coming from drinking no water at all.
Do we think she did it? The suspense is killing me. She was really chugging in these previous videos. She did say that her no diet only lasted a couple days and then she completely fell off. So do we think that the water, do we think that drinking 2 bottles of water was a part of her no diet? Which is just crazy that you would even like consider water intake like a part of your like diet. That should just be your lifestyle change, babe. That shouldn't have been had anything to do with your no diet. Let's see.
Did I do that? My next goal was only order takeout 3 times a week. And that's coming from ordering it like up to 8 to 14 times in a week.
That fucking face. Did I do that? No, I think you ordered more than 3 times last week. Final answer.
Did I do that? So for the 2 water bottles, yes, I did.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? Period, queen. I'll give credit where credit's due. What the fuck? I'll give credit where credit's due. Why am I talking like that? Okay.
I drank 2 water bottles every single day, and I'm very proud of that. Thank you, thank you. I know, round of applause. Did I succeed in the 3 times takeout though? So on Wednesday, I had Panda Express. That's
Wait. The day after her weigh-in, she got Panda?
1. On Friday, I ordered Hawaiian food, so that's 2. And then on Sunday, I ordered sushi. That's 3. I was successful, you guys. I actually freaking did it. Can you?
Okay. Period. So, like, what else did we eat? Did we go out to eat?
Can you believe it? Like, I was shocked. Color me shocked, for real. So I'm actually gonna have 4 goals.
So what else did we eat? I need to see her weigh in because you still were consuming 3 to 4,000 plus calories a day to stay your weight.
This week. And that does make me a little nervous because even just having 2 goals was hard enough. But it's like, I'm just going to carry on the 2 goals that I already had. I want to continue having 2 water bottles a day, only order takeout 3 times a week. But now I'm adding on log my calories on Noom every single day, no matter what, even if I go over.
You know what? I actually think this is good. She set 2 small goals, the water bottles and the 3 times ordering food. She succeeded. Now she's adding on something else that I think she can do. Just log what you eat. And then hopefully, once we prove we can be responsible enough to do that, we can start lowering that calorie intake. Now, unfortunately, she's going to have to in my opinion, like when you do a calorie deficit and you log everything you eat, you're going to naturally become obsessed with knowing what calories are in everything and being obsessed with like planning what you eat and stuff. So that's going to be the hard part, right? I'm hoping to God she just eats the same thing every day. I doubt she will. But in my opinion, I feel like that's the best way to beat your food addiction and turn your brain off and just fucking do it. Because the reality is that staying in a deficit takes time and consistency. And when you're constantly thinking about what to eat and planning your meals and seeing if it fits in your calorie deficit and this and that, and blah, 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 you're more likely to have these cravings, fall for these cravings, and make poor decisions. So, in my opinion, that's my opinion. I think that she should just eat the same fucking thing every day. I don't care if she's so sick of it she feels nauseous. Better. I want you to feel nauseous. That's like free semaglutide. Then don't eat. Okay.
Like, do not let that stop me. I want to form that habit really bad. So in counting calories, that means I need to like weigh my food, I need to measure my food, and I need to like take it more serious and not just like guess, because I do a lot of guessing, which
No, you really do. Because a lot of these like compilations will pop up on my like autoplay, and holy shit does she underestimate. I hope she buys a food scale. Absolutely necessary. I use my food scale every single day. She needs to learn what a serving, she needs to measure out a serving for everything she eats and get used to that real fast. Because that is a really hard adjustment. The first time you weigh out how much a serving is and being absolutely fucking dumbfounded. And there are a lot of foods I don't eat anymore because the serving per, calorie, oh, sorry. Ew, I hope you didn't hear that. My wrists pop. Don't even, just for you didn't hear that. Anyway, there's some foods like I love cereal. I don't eat cereal anymore. Even the shit that you think is like healthy, not worth it. The milk, the almond or oat, or I don't drink cow's milk. I'm not vegan, but that's just disgusting. Um, the milk, the cereal is just so high in calorie, and you gobble that shit up so fast. I don't eat that anymore. Anyway, I need to move on. So the no diet was a flop, and now we're back to counting calories. In other news, water is wet. Okay. Got it.
I'm usually pretty accurate. I understand that I'm over 500 pounds, fully aware, but I have been dieting since I was 10 years old. So for 24 years, I have learned so much knowledge. I've done this so many times.
And haven't applied it and failed. What the fuck? She might have a world fucking record.
That it's pretty simple. I know all the tools, I just don't use the tools. I really want to focus like measuring my food, etc., logging it into Noom, yes. My other goal is I'm going to be doing intermittent fasting.
Pause. Doggy, what are you doing? My God. Okay. He's a little unsettled. These are his witching hours. It's late in the night.
So I like doing IF. It is very hard because I like to eat in an 8-hour window. So that leaves 16 hours a day where I'm not eating. And it's like, you know, it's
You don't have anything to do. Sleep. Sleep. Go for a walk. Play a video game. Color. Build a Lego. Lego. I'm talking like her. Oh, I'm scared. Help. My leg. Keep yourself busy. You don't like you. Damn. And the fun thing is like you don't even. Yeah, it'd be easier if you had like a day job all day that could entertain you, keep you busy. However, you get to actually do fun things. You actually get to do whatever you want because you don't have a fucking job other than YouTube.
great. It's fun when you're sleeping. It's fine. But on average, I only get like 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night.
Unacceptable. You need good sleep for weight loss. Water intake, good sleep. Calorie deficit. And at your weight, low sugar and carb.
I know that's kind of low for some people. That's just the way my body rolls, okay? Rolls. It is hard, but it's also
You said it, babe.
helpful because I know that within those 8 hours, like that is the time that I get to eat my food. So then when I'm out of those hours, I like try so hard to like distract myself and I don't focus on food as hard because it's like when I get to eat whenever I want, it's like all I do is think about food. But I notice I think about food less when I'm not in an eating window. So since this
Oh, baby, you got a big storm coming. What the fuck is going on in that brain of hers?
is a reset, we're resetting, okay? So my weigh-in for today was 523.8. It's crazy. It's hectic. I have not weighed this much.
Whoa. I blacked out. Go back.
We're resetting, okay? So my weigh-in for today was 523.8.
Whoa. Wait, we gained 5 pounds in a week? Holy shit. Okay, wait. So hold on. Wait, we need to do some math. So how many calories maintenance? Oh my god, hold on. Maintenance calorie calculator. We just need to do the math. What the fuck is this? Get me to calculator.net. Okay. She's 34, right? Female, how tall is she? She's pretty short. She's like 5, let's say 5'3". Let's say 5'3". Wait. She was 5'19", right? Okay. I'm going to say little to no exercise. Calculate. To maintain her weight, 3,628 calories a day. Okay. To gain, we're just going to round up to 5 because what the fuck? To gain 5 pounds, that's 3,500 per pound times 5. She overate 17,500 calories. In 1 week, let's remember that. 17,500 calories. How much is it to maintain? 3,628 times 7. Plus 1,700, 500 calories. She ate a whopping 42,896 calories in a week. What the fuck are you talking about? 42,896 calories. Now, I did round up 0.2 pounds. Okay, so minus 0.2 pounds. What is that? I don't know. I'm not doing the math anymore. 42,896 calories. Oh my God. Okay. How do we move on from this?
It's crazy. It's hectic. I have not weighed this much in years. I'm super inflamed. I have a lot of inflammation going on. I'm swollen. that's just the way, the cookie crumbles, no pun intended. And I really hope next week I can come on here and be like, you guys, I was successful at all my goals again. You guys, I lost weight. So we'll see. Wish me luck. I'm going to try my very hardest. I hope that you guys have a...
Okay, but wait. 42,896, dude, in a week. I eat in a deficit. Now look, I weigh significantly less than her, but let's just compare for fun. So I eat in my deficit right now, 1,300 calories Monday through Friday, and I shoot for max 1,600 on the weekend. I'm trying to lose that weight, okay? And y'all, I'm almost done with my deficit, so period. Okay, 1,300 times 5 is 6,500. And I actually eat less than that because I don't want to eat more than 1,300. That's my deficit. So I eat probably around like 1,200 something. So 6,500. And then we'll say max 1,600 on the weekend. 6,500. Now I'm in a deficit. But I eat 9,700 a week. She ate 42,000. How? What the fuck are you eating?
Good day, good night, or whenever you are watching this. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
I'm sick. I'm absolutely fucking sick. She said, if I don't lose weight, I'll die, but won't even delete the Uber Eats app. Live fast, die fed, I guess. God damn, 42,000 calories fucking in 1 week. Holy shit. She'll deny, oh, my lipedema, my lipedema, my lipedema. No, babe. It's time to fess the fuck up and take some accountability. What the fuck? Okay. Holy shit. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm at a loss for words. I'll see you next time. What the hell? Bye.